What is up, Karatics? In this video, we're going to be customizing the Grotti GT500. It's a brand new sports classics in GTA 5. Unfortunately, the Jeep that we all want is not in the game yet. I guess Rockstar keeps pushing it off because they know everybody wants that Jeep. But this is what we have out right now. It just came out today. I'm recording this on January 16th, 2018. So this car is primarily based off of the 1962 Ferrari 250. Now there's different models and trims of the 250. And they made them a few years. The ones that it's mainly based off of is the 1962 GTE and the 1963 250 GTL Lusso. So there's different 250s similar to how there's different models of cars, but there's different trims as well. So it's the same model of car, just a different trim level. So it has the front end and the sides of the 250 GTE, and then it has the back end of the 250 GTL Lusso. It's a combination of both. I'll throw some pictures on screen if I haven't already. So yeah, the description is pretty funny too. I don't know why they called it the GT500. I think they should have called it something else, because that's sort of a reference, I mean, at least in my eyes and many people as well, to the Mustang, the Shelby GT500 Mustang. But I mean, that's Rockstar for you. And I hate to say it, $785,000, while it may seem steep, Rockstar did actually price this correctly according to what these cars are worth in real life. This specific car, the Ferrari 250. These cars can range from, depending on the year, the condition, and all that, it can range from $600,000 to $2 million in value, depending on the trim as well. Currently, there's a 250 GT Lusso listed for sale for $2 million. So it really just depends on the condition and the actual model. Obviously, this one has the back end of the Lusso and the front and sides of the 250 GTE. I think it's a great looking car. It also looks a little bit like, if you guys ever seen Cars 2, I forgot what his name was. He was the British spy. It looks a little bit like his car as well. You know, these companies take a lot of cues from different cars in real life. They don't just make up cars in their minds. But yeah, let's get right into the customization. We got a beautiful interior. I think this car looks absolutely gorgeous. This is for the people that want these classy looking cars and they're willing to pay whatever, you know, if they just really love these classic Ferraris.
What are you after?
Alright, we got armor, brakes, bumpers. Alright, our first visual customization. So you have race lights and then race lights with fog lamps. So here's where the problems start coming into play, because Rockstar could have easily let us have the fog lights without the tape,
Bubbles or
but
something?
they want to start putting in this race car stuff, which I don't know why they did that. I would have gladly put on the fog lamps, but without the black tape. But unfortunately, I'm not a fan of that black tape, so moving on.
You got some
Engine
machine under that
exhaust.
bonnet.
So you got the stock exhaust, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like the mufflers that are visible there. And then big bore, and then classic coming out of the sides. That's terrible. Okay. Wow. So there's only really, you can either have side exhaust or you're stuck with
You can think
twin
it,
mufflers in the
I
center
can do it.
or quad mufflers coming out like that. Huh. Well then. Like this, it kind of reminds me of the Casco a little bit too much. I think I don't have to leave the stock ones. Hood, so you have the GT hood, which, oh, I see. It's like a wind deflector on that side, and then hood pins and stuff. Competition hood. I'm not a fan of all this stuff. I don't know, with the tape and all. I'm not a fan of all that stuff. Okay, this car is very disappointing so far as customization. Headlights. Okay, at least we got some sort of regular ones. I'm not gonna put the xenons on there on the classic car. Oh, there's liveries. Okay, well, I'm always sold on livery. Let's see what we got. Wow, so you got the 12 with the Grotti symbol on the side. That is really, really nice. I like that a lot. That's really nice.
Making decisions.
Italia. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's absolutely beautiful. Then you got the side stripes. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I have to paint the car in a different color. The hash marks kind of like Corvette Grand Sport over the fenders. Okay, and the 17 on the side, on the hood. Oh, in the back too. Wow. And then a single side stripe, so one thick hash mark going all the way across the hood, matching with the 8 there. Okay, we're having some issues looking at the. Let's really quickly paint this in a. There we go.
Bodywork?
Definitely a non-conspicuous Ferrari color. Okay. Wow. So there you go. There are the hash marks. Wow. These liveries are some of the best liveries I've ever seen, in my opinion, on cars in GTA. That is beautiful. Very, very, very well done. I'm very surprised, actually.
Hard when you can have anything.
Okay, this would be... Now you start getting into the Rockstar stuff. You have the Redwood cigarettes livery. Okay. Red, white, and blue. American livery on a Italian car. Okay. Then you have classic race car. Grotti commercial livery. This one looks
Whatever
pretty cool.
you desire. Technology and budget
then
permitting.
Gaul. I think that's how you pronounce that. Which the Gaul one looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's that thick white stripe going all the way across, and it kind of matches with the hood scoop there. It looks really nice. These are all very, very nice in their own way. I love the Italia one. I think the Italia one will look nice when in yellow probably. Even in white it looks good. But there's even this one. This is beautiful. Let's do that one. That's really, really nice. And unfortunately, there's only one respray option, so you can't change the color of the seats and the dash and all that. But it does transfer over your primary color to the interior. If you haven't seen already, if you haven't noticed, you can see it changing inside there on the dash, on the dials and all that. It looks pretty cool. Okay. And then your crew emblem would go right there on the side of the door. So if you put a number, you're gonna. Okay, definitely recommend not putting that there if you're gonna have one of these liveries. All right, suspension. Lowered a little bit, but not too much. I like because the line kind of with a tire. These classic cars back then, they didn't used to have these crazy slam classic Ferraris. They were pretty much like this. And these stock wheels, I mean, I find nothing wrong with them at all. These are the exact wheels you'd find on the real car, and these are in the lowrider category. Find the exact ones. They're the wired. Yeah, those are the wired. Pretty much. And these are if you can make them a little bigger. That's probably what I'm gonna do. These are a little bit too small for my taste. You can get the bigger ones here. And then you can get a different style, which would be these, if you want to if you don't like the other ones. Look pretty similar. Alright, so I'm going to do chrome. I'm going to get the wired in chrome. Looks pretty good.
Whatever you desire.
Not bad.
Technology
and obviously we're not going to put white walls on. If you put white walls on this car, I'm sorry. This thing... they didn't have white walls on these cars back then. Don't put white walls on it. Okay. Windows. Tint the windows if you want. I'm not gonna do that. What? I didn't notice. Wait, did it? Oh, I thought that. Okay, that was an illusion. I thought I was tinting the front windows. Okay. Alright, so that's all the customization. Very mediocre customization in my opinion. Not very impressed with that at all. I kind of expected a lot more. But I guess it is what it is. I didn't... Okay, well. Alright, let's take it to the ground. We'll open all the doors to see if maybe the trunk opens, or we'll see what the engine looks like. Or if they did something special there. Right away from the interior, I can see it's something special. That interior is absolutely gorgeous. Now, as far as the sound, it sounds like a deeper sounding Casco. Pretty much what it sounds like. Also sounds a little bit like a Massacro. It sounds so weird. I thought it would sound like a Ferrari, like the Stinger GT. Very high pitched classic Ferrari sound. Not something so... sounds a lot like a muscle car, I don't know why. Very strange. Then again, this is Rockstar we're talking about here.
Stop! What's going on, my dude?
Not a bad looking car. Doesn't feel that fast compared. I mean, there's no spoiler option either, so that's a big issue. This car probably suffers heavily from traction. I haven't taken it on a track yet. It feels pretty stable on the road. It just doesn't feel very fast. Let's go ahead and open the doors. Oh, see? Look at that. Alright, everything opens. Nice. Get the same engine from the Casco in there. They just shoved the same engine from the Casco. Okay. Not a bad thing. Not a bad looking engine. Got the 8-stack there. Alright. We got the interior, which I find the interior to be beautiful. I mean, look at that. We got Grotti floor mats, which we saw on the Viserys last time. I had never seen that in any other car. I mean, at least as far as I noticed, I had never seen that in any other car. Got the gated shifter. Looks like a 6-speed, 5-speed. Yeah, it's a 5-speed. Got the trunk there, looking very nice. I'm glad. I love this detail when they actually have the trunk open and all that. I know I said this before in my other videos, but I just love that. Very, very nice. So GTA, we have automatic cars, but here we are with a clutch and a shifter. Manual cars. Got the wood steering wheel, the Grotti logo on it. Absolutely beautiful. I wish we could change these seats. I don't really see these seats matching too well with the car. Oh, look at that. We got a Grotti wood paneling right behind the seats you can see right there. That is beautiful. Very, very, very nice. Wow. Not too bad. It's a cool little car. It was $785,000 if I remember correctly, so about $800,000 plus upgrades. You're looking at about $1 million in this little car. Is it worth it if you're comparing it to its real life counterpart? Obviously yes, but I mean, do you really need this in GTA? If you're a classic car fanatic, I mean, by all means, this is right up your alley. So maybe you've been wanting another classic Ferrari in the game, if you're really into those cars. I personally would love to see a 1965, 1966 GT40. I mean, Rockstar, please. I've been wanting that car in GTA forever. We got the FMJ, we got the Bullet. We don't have the original. We have all the production car variants, but we don't have the original car that it came from. It was based off of. Well, that's the topic for another video. Anyways, that was the Grotti GT500, aka the Ferrari 250, back end of the GT Lusso, mixed with the sides and the front end of the 250 GTE. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.